It's a well-known fact that there are a lot of red flags in dating. There are the clear ones, like being directionless in life and having bad hygiene. However, there are other things that many people don't notice until it's too late and the relationship is in full swing. These hidden signs should be identified early on in the relationship, so that a man can end things early without wasting too much of his time and energy. A red flag is defined as a sign of possible turmoil ahead within a relationship. A red flag should make a guy think twice about continuing with a woman. And although no one is perfect, a man should know what he wants and doesn't want out of life. A relationship should be give and take, and a man on his purpose should not have time to deal with head games or psychological baggage. If these red flags in dating are disregarded, they can lead to much more serious issues down the road. These early signs should never be ignored because if they are left unnoticed, it can be difficult for you to fix them later on. So with that said, here are the top 10 red flags in dating that a high-value man should never ignore. Number 1. Immature behavior. Most guys appreciate an independent woman, but one that has her emotions under control at all times. Men should understand not to take immature behavior personally and that nobody is perfect. However, there is no excuse for anybody to act like a child in public, especially not somebody who is supposed to be an adult. Most men of high value appreciate maturity and grace, so if a woman has any immature traits, you should try your best to avoid her. You can always tell a woman's maturity level by how she carries herself through the world. Immature women have a tendency to overreact in certain situations because they lack self-control. This immaturity can take many forms. Some women think it's funny to make fun of other people or put them down, while others will whine and complain about everything wrong with their lives. High-value men loathe immaturity, and typically like to surround themselves with emotionally intelligent people who know how to deal with problems in their lives, without getting upset about them. Number 2. Deceitfulness. A man should understand that everybody has different sides to their personality and that no one is perfect. But if a woman switches between her good side and her bad side too much, then a guy should be concerned. A guy should want somebody who stays true to themselves, and he should avoid two-faced women because of this. A woman that is deceitful is a woman that says one thing, however does something the complete opposite when no one is looking. If a woman displays multiple personalities, then a guy should feel wary about the relationship. Number 3. The control freak. A man should know what he wants out of life, and he shouldn't put up with anybody who tries to control him or his actions. He should know that nobody but himself can make decisions for his life, and that only he will determine where his life is heading. A controlling woman, however, is the complete opposite of this. A guy should want someone who will be his partner, not his oppressor. If a guy sees that a woman is trying to control him, he should immediately cut off ties with her. Nobody likes to be controlled, and sometimes it takes an extreme action like this to get the message across. Number 4. Rudeness. Good manners should be basic code of conduct. A man of high value should know how to treat people and how to respect them. They understand that reward and punishment both work when they are used correctly, so he should avoid both of these when it comes to his relationships. He does not beg for a chance or try to change who somebody is, because these types of behavior would be seen as desperate and unattractive. A man of substance knows how to be a gentleman and won't put up with rudeness from anybody. Number 5. Jealousy and envy. Jealous and envious women are intolerable. They will act like a stereotypical green-eyed monster, and will try to control who their partner talks to and what he does when he isn't with them. No man should be accused of things that aren't true, nor should they want somebody to question their loyalty. Jealousy is a sign of insecurity, which means that the jealous woman has no trust in her partner, and sees everybody as a potential threat. A high-value man should want a woman equally as confident and secure, so if you see that a woman has jealousy issues, you should distance yourself from her. Nobody wants to feel like they are being watched by somebody who lives in constant fear of what they might do. Number 6. The know-it-all. A man should appreciate relationships where everybody is equal, and you should never want to be with somebody who tries to assume a position of authority. A woman who's a know-it-all will always try and make herself seem more knowledgeable than everybody else in the room, which is a massive turn-off for anybody who values equality. These types of women are never satisfied with anybody around them. They constantly need special treatment from everybody else, even when everyone has gone out of their way to please them. A guy should know how to deal with these types of women by completely avoiding them at all costs. No man should put up with a woman who thinks she is better than everybody else. Remember, no relationship will work if both partners aren't ready and willing to put in the time and effort to maintain a healthy bond with one another. A guy should never be comfortable with gold-digging women or those who are possessive of their partners, largely because these women just want to control men in every way possible. A possessive woman isn't interested in building a relationship with somebody either. She just wants to control every aspect of their man's life, because she's insecure about losing him to another woman. A man of high value should cherish independence, which is why you should avoid women who are envious of your freedom. Number 7. Disrespectful. Not all disrespect is obvious, and sometimes it can be difficult to see how somebody is truly feeling towards you. So being observant when first dating someone new is the best approach. It's a pretty well-known fact that women will say one thing and do another, so pay attention to her actions rather than her words. It's fairly obvious when somebody doesn't respect you, so if there are signs of disrespect towards you, then it should be an immediate red flag. Understand that respect is earned, not given. You shouldn't expect everybody to love or even like you, however, always expect to be treated with a certain level of common courtesy. Number 8. A pessimistic attitude. It's difficult to be in a positive mood all the time, and nobody can deny that. The difference between positive and negative people is that positive people get over problems, whereas negative people complain about them. A man should want to avoid women who constantly complain about things, because it will ruin their own time spent with her. Not to mention the fact that you shouldn't want somebody around you who is bringing everybody down with their negative attitude. When a woman spends all of her time whining or complaining about small things, then she isn't happy with herself on the inside. A man should understand when somebody is unhappy with themselves, and so you should always avoid these types of people when you find out their true intentions. If you're in a relationship where your partner never has anything good to say about themselves or others, then you should consider that as a sign of emotional manipulation. Number 9. Insecure. Insecurity goes hand in hand with disrespect and being deceitful. So if these red flags are ignored in dating, then insecurity will soon follow close behind them. Everybody has insecurities, but insecure women are a danger to themselves and others. Insecure women can't take criticism or responsibility for their actions, which is why they lash out at those around them. Insecure women often try to compensate for their feelings of inadequacy by bullying others. This is something that a man should absolutely not tolerate, so stay away from insecure women. Number 10. Selfish. A real man of high value is someone who is not materialistic, and will only see the value in things that cannot be replaced with money. They know that money does not make you who you are, so they typically avoid women who only see dollar signs. They know that money doesn't grow on trees and can ruin a perfectly good relationship. If you find yourself with a woman who only cares about your wallet, then you should end the relationship as soon as possible. A man of high value understands what he values in life, and he will always avoid women who don't share them. Selfish women can never be trusted because they always think about themselves first, even if it's something small. Men should watch out for any signs of selfishness in women, because they might turn into much bigger problems later on in the relationship.